start with the prarthana. Vandetam madavaranendravadanam madhagadeya kritim shundadanda suchalanena jagatam mayantarayamayan vidravya pranati prasanna hridayo yo nukta eva swayam rakshatyanvahamatmanoti virudam vaidyesha putrabhidham मातर्मे मधुकैट भक्ति महिष प्राणापहारुद्य मे हेलालंबित धूम्रलोचनवधे हे चंडमुंडार्दिनी निशेषीकृत रक्तबीज तनुजे नित्ये निशुंभापहे शुंभध्वंसिनि नाशयाशु दुरितं दुर्गे नमस्तेऽम्बिके माणिक्यवीणामुपलालयन्तीं मदालसां मञ्जुलवाग्विलासां महेन्द्रनीलद्युतिकोमलाङ्गीं मतङ्गकन्यां मनसा स्मरामि चतुर्भुजे चन्द्रकलावतंसे भुजोन्नते कुङ्कुमरागशोणे दिक्षुपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणहस्ते नमस्ते जगदेकमातः माता मरकतश्यामा मातङ्गी मदशालिनी प्रियात् कटाक्षं कल्याणी कदम्बवनवासिनी जय मातङ्गतनये जय नीलोत्पलद्युते जय सङ्गीतरसिके जय लीलाशुकप्रिये जय जननि सुधा समुद्रान्तरुद्यन्मणिद्वीप संरूढ बिल्वाटवी मध्य कल्पद्रुमा कल्पकादम्ब कान्तारवास प्रिये कृत्तिवासः प्रिये सर्वलोकप्रिये सादरारब्ध संगीत संभावना संभ्रमालोलनीपस्रगाबद्ध चूली सनाथत्रिके सानुमत्पुत्रिके शेखरीभूत शीतांशुरेखामयूखावलीबद्ध सुस्निग्ध नीलालक श्रेणि शृङ्गारिते लोकसंभाविते कामलीलाधनुसन्निभभ्रूलता पुष्पसन्दोह सन्देह कृल्लोचने वाक्सुधासेचने चारुगोरोचना पङ्कके लीललामाभिरामे सुरामे रमे प्रोल्लसद्वालिका मौक्तिकश्रेणिका चन्द्रिका मण्डलोद्भासि लावण्य गण्डस्थलन्यस्तकस्तूरिका पत्ररेखा समुद्भूत सौरभ्य सम्भ्रान्त भृङ्गाङ्गना गीत सान्द्री भवन्मन्त्रतन्त्री स्वरे सुस्वरे भास्वरे. We started from this pankti in the last class. So Sandri Bhavan Mandra Tantri Swara. So she has the sound of the veena near her. She emanates that sound of the veena Tantri Swara, and that too played in the lower tone, Mandra Tantri Swara. And that is becoming intense, Sandri Bhavan, because of Bhringangana Gita, because of the humming of the female piece. Why? Because Saurabhya Sambhranta, because they have lost their way because of the fragrance coming out of Samudbhuta, from where Kasturika Patra Rekha. So the Kasturika Patra, the patterns made with the Kasturika Patra on the cheeks, Gandasthalanyasta. And how is that again? That Gandasthala is again extremely charming, Lavanya, because of Prollasad Valika Mauktika Shrenika Chandrika Mandala Udhasi. It is shining and charming because of the Prollasad Valika, because of the moving, dangling eardrops that are studded with pearls, series of pearls, and those pearls are emanating rays, Chandrika Mandala. So the group of those rays are falling on her cheeks and lightening it up, shining it up. Okay, so we saw this. Then Vallaki Vadana Prakriya Lolatali Dalabadha Tatanka Bhusha Visheshanvite Siddha Sammanite. The one worshipped by Siddhas and who has adorned herself with these special kind of abhushana called the tatanka, and that is made of tali dala, made of palm leaves. And those tatankas are once again dangling, they are moving because of Vallaki Vadana Prakriya Lola. They are moving because of her Vallaki Vadana, because of her act of playing Veena. Then Divyahala Madodvele Hahela Lasachakshurandolana Shri Samakshipta Karunaika Nilotpale Shyamala, she is dark hued. And then Chakshurandolana Shri Samakshipta Karunaika Nilotpala. So she has adorned her ears with fine Nilotpala flowers that are once again dark hued. And the beauty of these Nilotpalas are being surpassed by the oscillating beauty of her eyes. Lasat Chakshurandolana, so her shining eyes that are oscillating, the beauty of such eyes, Shri is here beauty. So that is overpowering the beauty of the Nilotpala flowers. And this Lasat Chakshurandolana is because of Hela, because of delight, born out of Udvela. What Udvela? Divyahala Mada Janita. So this is born due to the consumption of divine hala, which is some kind of a soma rasa, divine rasa, which is intoxicating, and hence she is delighting in that. Purita Sheshaloka Bhivancha Phale Shri Phale. So the one who bestows upon her devotees or fulfills all the desires of their hearts, and the one who blesses them with prosperity. Sweda Bindulla Sathala Lavanya Nishyanda Sandoha Sandeha Krinnasika Muktike Sarva Vishwatmike Sarva Siddhyatmike Kalike. So Kalika, she is Sarva Siddhyatmika. So she is the very personification of all the powers, and she is of the form of all the worlds. And her Nasika Mauktika, so her nose stud or the pearl on her nose stud is creating a doubt, as though Sweda Bindu Lasat Halalavanya Nishyanda, as though all the beauty of the drops of sweat that are moving on her forehead seems like they have trickled down, they have come down, and they have changed into this, the pearl on her nose stud. It seems to be creating that Brahma. Mugdhamandasmitodara Vaktraspurat Pugatambula Karpura Khandotkare Jnana Mudra Kare Sarva Sampat Kare Padma Bhaswat Kare. So she has sporting the Jnana Mudra in her hand. She blesses with all wealth, and then she is holding lotus in her hand, and or otherwise her hands are shining like the lotus flowers. And then Mugdha Mandasmita Udara Vaktraspurat Pugatambula Karpura Khandodhara. So her fine Vaktra, her mouth, it is Mugdha and Mandasmita, it is beautiful, and it is adorned with a smile. She has a mild, gentle smile on her smile on her lips, and then she is also chewing. She is chewing Puga Tambula Karpura Khanda Utkara. Utkara is group. So she is chewing betel leaves with pak and pachakarpura, this camphor. Okay? She's chewing all that, and that is creating a certain beauty. Kunda Pushpatyuti Snigdha Dantavali Nirmala Lola Kallola Sammelana Snera Shonadhare Charu Veenadhare Pakwa Bimbadhare. So the one who has lips like the ripe bimba fruit, the one who is holding a beautiful veena on her hand, in her hand, and then Smera Shonadhara. So her lips are both red and they are smiling. And these red smiling lips are met by Alola Kallola Sammelana. They are met by what? Dantavali Nirmala Alola Kallola. Because they are met by the shining white wave-like teeth. Okay, so the waves of her teeth are meeting the red lips. And these Dantavali again are Kunda Pushpa Dyuti Snigdha. They are shining like the buds of jasmine flower. Okay? Kunda Pushpa Dyuti. Dyuti is Kanti. Saw this. And then now we go to the next charana of the Dandaka. We say, you can mark it as Dvitiya Dandaka also, although you can look at the whole Shyamaladandaka as one dandaka or a series of it. It is divided into various smaller dandakas. So what is the Lakshana? It is the same thing. It has to start with 2 Nagana and then Raganas will follow, right? So our first dandaka started with 2 Naganas. What was that? Sudha Samudra, Jaya Janani Sudha Samudraanta, Jaya Janani Su. So 2 Naganas were there. Again here there is a new Nagana. Sulalita Nava Yauvanarabha Chandrodayodvela Lavanya Dukharnava Virbhavat Kambu Bimboka Britkandhare Satkala Mandire Manthare Sulalita Nava Yauvanarabha Chandrodayodvela Lavanya Dukharnava Virbhavat Kambu Bimboka Britkandhare Satkala Mandire Manthare Sulalita Nava Yauvanarambha Chandrodayodvela Lavanya Dukharnava Virbhavat Kambu Bimboka Britkandhare Satkala Mandire Manthare. You can see all short sounds here, Laghu Aksharas here. Su, La, Li, 3 Aksharas form Agana, Agana, Ta, Na, Va. Okay, again, Sulali, Ta, Na, Va. Sulali, Ta, Na, Va. 2 Naganas are there. Sulali, Ta, Na, Va. Then again, once again, Yauvana has gone to Ragana. Guru, Laghu, Guru. Yauvanarambha Chandrodayodvela Lavanya Dukharnava Virbhavat Kambu Bimboka Britkandhare Satkala Mandire Manthare. So Manthara, so she is the one with a very slow gait. Yeah, so she does not walk in a hurry. She is she walks in a very graceful manner, very slowly. She is called Manthara, the one with a slow gait. Manthare, Satkala Mandire. So she is the very Mandira. Mandira is the residence. She is the residence. She is the repository of all fine arts. Satkala Mandira. So Satkala Nilaya. So she is the one from whom all the arts emerge. So she is the residence of all the arts. She is the repository of all the fine arts. Then Kambu Bimboka Bhrit Kandhare. So Kandhara refers to neck. Okay. So her Kandhara is resembling Kambu. Okay. Kambu is conch, Shankha. So Kambu Bimba Voka Bhrit. So Bimba here refers to image. So Kambu Bimboka means some having the image of a fine conch. So some bhrit bearing. So Kandhara, her neck is bearing the image of Kambu. So the one with a neck that is resembling the image of a nice conch. Okay, so she has a conch-like neck. And this conch is coming from Dugdharnavavirbhavat Kambu. So this conch is emerging from a Dugdharnava, from the Milky Ocean. Okay, Avirbhavat, something that is emerging from where? From the ocean, Dugdharnava, from the Milky Ocean. So the one with a neck that resembles a fine conch coming out of the Milky Ocean. Of what? What is this ocean? This ocean is nothing but her Lavanya. Her Lavanya. So it seems, so just the way a conch would emerge from the Milky Ocean, from the Milky Ocean of the Devi's beauty, her neck seems to come out, and that resembles a conch coming out of the ocean. So says the poet. Lavanya Dugdharana Vavirbhavat Kambu Bimbo Kabrit Kandhare. And this, this coming out is also caused by what? This emergence of this conch is caused by what? Sulalita Navayauvana Arambha Chandrodaya Udvela. So Chandrodaya is rising of the moon. So Udvela is caused by it. So this beauty is caused by the rising of the moon. Okay. So so rising moon again here, there is the rising moon. So all these are rupakas. So this Chandrodaya is again a metaphor to what? Sulalita Navayauvana Arambha Chandrodaya. So Arambha Chandrodaya is rising of the moon. And this rising of the moon is a comparison to her Sulalita Navayauvana. So her youth is fresh. So she is extremely youthful and very delicate. Sulalita Navayauvana Arambha Chandrodayodvela Lavanya. So this beauty is caused by the rising moon of her delicate youth, delicateness and fresh youth. Navayauvana. Yeah. So Navayauvana Arambha Chandrodayodvela Lavanya. So this Lavanya is caused by the rising moon, which is nothing but her freshness of youth and delicateness. And this ocean is compared to Dugdharanava. This ocean is compared to her beauty, Lavanya Dugdharanava, and from that emerges a conch, which is her neck. So, oh, the one whose neck bears the image of the conch that emerges from the ocean of her beauty, cast by the rising moon of her freshness of youth and delicateness. Hope it is clear. Sulalita Navayauvanarambha Chandrodayodvela Lavanya Dugdharanava Avirbhavat Kambubimbo Kakrit Kandhare. Divyaratna Prabhabandhurachannaharadi Bhuksha Samudyotamana Navadyanga Shobheshe. Divyaratna Prabhabandhurachannaharadi Bhuksha Samudyotamana Navadyanga Shobhe Shubhe. Divyaratna Prabhabandhurachannaharadi Bhusha Samudyotamana Navadyanga Shobheshe. She is Shubha. She is the very personification of manifestation of auspiciousness. She is Mangala herself. Shubha. Then Samudyotamana Anavadya Anga Shobhe. So she is the one whose, so all her angas, okay, every part of her body is Anavadya. Anavadya is that which is faultless. So if there is a hand, if there can be an ideal hand, Devi has the ideal hand. If there can be ideal fingers, she has the ideal fingers. So her entire body is Anavadya, it is blemishless, it is faultless. So Anavadya Anga Shobha, so the one who has faultless beauty of her limbs, okay, and the faultless beauty of her limbs, Anavadya Anga Shobha is Samudyotamana, is lighted up. It is so that is increased, that is lighted up by what? Haradi Bhusha. So that is enhanced by the Haradi Bhusha. So she is wearing various types of necklaces around her neck, and these necklaces are enhancing the beauty of her already blemishless figure. Haradi Bhusha Samudyotamana. Samudyotamana means to make it shine more, to make it more resplendent. Haradi Bhusha Samudyotamana Anavadya Anga Shobhe. And how are these Haradi? Divya Ratna Prabha Bandhura Channa. So these necklaces are studded or embedded with what? With the Bandhura. Bandhura is beauty. So beauty of what? Beauty of Prabha, beauty of the Kanti, beauty of the rays of fine ratnas that are studded. So these necklaces are studded with fine gems. So such necklaces are enhancing her already faultless beauty. Divya Ratna Prabha Bandhura. Bandhura itself means beauty. And so Divya Ratnanam Prabha eva Bandhura. So that itself is beautiful. Okay, so that Prabha is beautiful. And these haras are decked, studded with the rays of the gems that are arranged on her necklace. And these necklaces are enhancing her overall beauty. Samudyotamana anavadyanga shobhe shubhe. Ratna keyura rashmischata pallava prolasadorlata rajite yogi bhif pujite. Ratna keyura rashmichhata pallava prolasadorlata rajite yogi bhif pujite. Ratna keyura rashmichhata pallava prolasadorlata rajite yogi bhif pujite. Yogi bhihi pujita. She is worshipped by great yogis. So even the yogis turn to her. So yogis are those who have already attained a union with the divine, but still they worship the mother. So they too are charmed by her, attracted by her. That they, so disregarding their yoga, they come and worship her. We can take it like that. Or so yogi bhihi pujite, yogi bhirapi pujyate, pujita. Then, so this is a description of her dor lata. So doho refers to her arms that are like creepers. Dor lata rajite. So the one who is shining with the beauty of her arms. Okay. And her arms are like creepers, and hence we have leaves, pallava, buds, or tender leaves on the creeper. So pallava prolasa dorlata. So her creepers, her creeper-like arms are shining with tender leaves. Okay, pallava prolasa dorlata. Now, what are these pallavas? Ratna keyura rasmischataha eva pallavaha. So she is wearing keyura. Keyura is an armlet. Okay, so something that is worn here, and probably I think it is called vangi. So Ratna keyura rasmischata. So she is wearing keyura studded with rashmi again, studded with gems again. So there are ratnas studded on her keyura. And because of that, the Rashmischata, the multitude of rays that are coming out of the gems that are studded in her keyura, that looks like series of leaves on her creeper-like arms. Okay. So Ratna keyura rasmischata pallava. So Ratna keyurana. So Ratna keyura. She is wearing Ratna keyura on both her arms. So tayoho rasmischataha. So the group of multitude of rays that are coming out of both her Ratna keyuras are appearing like a group of leaves that are shining. Pallava prolasa dorlata. So this dorlata is again shining with the pallava, and she is shining with her dorlata. So rajite also means to rajita, means to again appear resplendent, to shine. Okay. So prolasad is again shining. So her creeper-like arms are giving her an overall shine. And once again, the presence of rays coming out of her Keyura are giving the shine to her, the shine coming out of the rays coming out of those Keyuras are giving the appearance of leaves. Pallava Prolasa Dorlata Rajite Yogibhihi Pujite. Vishwadingmandala Vyaptamanikkya Tejaspurat Kankanalankrite Vibhramalankrite Sadhakai Satkrite Vishwadingmandala Vyaptamanikkya Tejaspurat Kankanalankrite Vibhramalankrite Sadhakai Satkrite Vishwadingmandala Vyaptamanikkya Tejaspurat Kankanalankrite Vibhramalankrite Sadhakai Satkrite. Sadhakaihi Satkrite. Sadhakaihi Sammanite. Sadhakaihi Pujite. So, the one worshipped by all the sadhakas. So she was worshipped by the yogis in the previous Panti. Now she is worshipped by the sadhakas. So those who are mumukshus, those who are aspirants of moksha. Sadhakas also worship her. And the ones who have attained moksha also continue to worship her. Sadhakaihi Satkrite. Vibhramalankrite. Vibhramaha again refers to beauty, grace. So the one who is gracefully adorned with ornaments. So there can be different types of, one can adorn oneself, but it need not always be graceful. So one can also put up wrong ornaments in the wrong place probably, and that. So even though the form is good, the ornaments are good, but still one need not know how. So one can mismatch, and so that can generate a certain displeasure to the eyes. But then she is Vibhramalankrita. So everything is perfect in her. She has beautifully decorated herself. So all her ornaments are fine, and she is already of extraordinary beauty. So everything falls in place with her. So she is splendidly decorated. Vibhrama Alankrita. Then Kankanalankrite. So, the one adorned with beautiful kankanas. Nice kankanas. She is wearing nice fine bangles. Kankana Alankrita. Kankanabhyam Alankrita. Or you can say Kankanaihi also. She is wearing many bangles. And Tejas Purat Kankana. And these kankanas are once again emanating Teja. So those rays coming out of the kankana. Rays of what? Manikya. So her kankanas are studded with rubies, and these rubies are emanating rays. Oh, the one adorned with such bangles that are emanating rays out of the manikyas that are studded in them. Then, and how is this Teja, Manikya Teja? How is it? Vishwadingmandala Vyapta. So the luster, the rays that are coming out of the manikya of her bangles are spreading in all the quarters across the world. Dingmandala Vyapta. So it is covering all the quarters across the world, everywhere. So such is the beauty. So shining are her bangles. Vishwadingmandala Vyapta Manikya Tejaspurat Kankanalankrite Vibhramalankrite Sadhakaihi Satkrite. Next one. Vasararambha vela samujrambhamana ravinda pratidvandvipanidvaye santatodhyadaye advaye. Vasararambha vela samujrambhamana ravinda pratidvandvipanidvaye santatodhyadaye advaye. Vasararambha vela samujrambhamana ravinda pratidvandvipanidvaye santatodhyadaye advaye. She is Advaya. She is unique, one without a second. She is the only one. There is none that is who is equal to her. Advaya. She does not have a second. She is unique. She is the only one. Santata Udyadaya. She is ever filled with compassion. So, Santata, Nirantara, Udyadaya. So, Daya is always rising out of. So, there is not a moment when she does not feel compassionate towards this world, towards everybody. So, it is said that even when the Divine Mother performs Samhara, she does it out of compassion. So, Kalika does Samhara. Kali destroys something in order to deliver the person. Okay? So, anybody who gets destroyed at the hands of the mother also gets delivered. If be it Shumbha, Nishumha, all the Asuras, they get delivered. She does it out of compassion. Any act that she performs is out of compassion, and that is why she is Santata Udyataya, ever overflowing, ever rising with Anukampa Daya. So, Panidvaya, Pratidvandvi Panidvaya. So, she is the one who has two panis. Her hands are so our hands are rivaling some. So Pratidvandvi means to rival, means to oppose something. So her panis are like a rival to something else. Like what? To what? Vasararambhavela samujrimbhamana Aravinda Pratidvandvi. So Aravinda Pratidvandvi. So both her hands are a rival to the lotus. Yeah, Aravinda Pratidvandvi. So they seem to surpass the beauty of the lotus, and there seems to be a competition between the lotus and her hands as to who is more beautiful. What is more beautiful? Aravinda Pratidvandvi Panidvaya, and not a normal lotus. Samujrimbhamana, Vasara Arambhavela Samujrimbhamana. So it is just blooming. Okay. Lotus that has started to bloom. It has not yet blossomed fully. Samujrimbhamana, it is in the process of vikasanam, in the process of blossoming. When Vasara Arambhavela, at the beginning of the day, once the sun rises, immediately after the sun rises, the lotus starts to bloom, starts to expand its dala and fully blossom. And both her hands are a rival to such a blossoming lotus that one can see early in the morning, at the beginning of the day. Vasara is day. Vasara Arambhavela, at the beginning of the day, when a lotus starts to bloom. So her panis are a rival to that lotus. Vasararambhavela samujrimbhamana Ravinda Pratidvandvi Panidvaye Santata Udyataye Santata Udyataye Advaye Divya Ratnormikadidhitistoma Sandhyayamananguli Pallavodyanakhendu Prabhamandale Sannuta Khandale Chiprabhamandale Prollasat Kundale Divya Ratnormikadidhitistoma Sandhyayamananguli Pallavodyanakhendu Prabhamandale Sannuta Khandale Chiprabhamandale Prollasat Kundale Divya Ratnormikadidhitistoma Sandhyayamananguli Pallavodyanakhendu Prabhamandale Chitprabha Sannuta Khandale Chiprabhamandale Prollasat Kundale. Prollasat Kundala. So the one who has shining kundalas. Her kundalas are shining. Prollasat Kundala. Then Chiprabha Mandala. So her, she is of the form of Chit. Okay. So Chit is the Prabha Mandala. So she is of the form of consciousness, and the effulgence of consciousness is what she is. Chiprabha Mandala. Then Sannuta Akhandalaha Nama Indraha. So the one who is bowed down to by Indra himself, So the one worshipped by Indra. Sannuta Akhandala Chitprabha Mandala Prollasat Kundala. Then Udyan Nakhendu Prabha Mandala. So Nakha Indu, her nails are resembling the moon. Okay, Nakha Indu Prabha Mandala. So she is, her nails are surrounded by Prabha Mandala. Okay, so her nails are shining. Basically, her nails are shining, and this the poet compares to the the glow around the moon. So her Nakha Indu Prabha Mandala. So the one who is having nails that are fully radiant, okay, like the Prabha of the moon. So her nakhas are themselves moons. Nakha Indu Prabha Mandale. So the one who has shining nails. And these nakhas come from the fingers, right? So Anguli Pallava Udyan Nakha. So these nakhas are coming out, sprouting from Anguli Pallava. So the poet compares her angulis, her fingers, to tender sprouts, Pallava, and this nakha is coming out of that. Okay, and that is like the crescent moon. So Anguli Pallava Udyan Nakhendu Prabha Mandala. And how is this Anguli? This Anguli is Sandhyayamana. Sandhyayamana. So Sandhyayamana here refers to this Anguli is turning into, it is turning crimson. Okay, just like the color of the sky during Sandhya Kala, during the twilight, the sky turns into a sort of crimson color, right? Some kind of a reddish pink color. So her angulis have turned into that color. Sandhyayamana Anguli Pallava. So she has her angulis that have turned into some sort of a pinkish color. And from those Anguli Pallavas, the moon is coming out, and those moons are her nails. And Sandhyayamana. So her Anguli Pallavas have become red colored, crimson colored. Why? Divya Ratna Urmika Didhiti Stoma. So they are being turned into crimson color because of Didhiti Stoma. Didhiti Stoma is once again Kantif Punja. The multitude of the rays coming out of what? Coming out of her Urmika. Urmika is a ring that is worn around the finger. Ring. Yeah. Divya Ratna Urmika. And those so her rings are studded with, again, fine gems. So and that is creating, emanating luster, ray. And that punja, that multitude, is creating her, it's turning her hand twilightish, some kind of a pinkish color is, this her entire hands are, they are somewhat pinkish in color. And from those fingers, not her hands, Sandhyayamana Anguli, so all her fingers have that kind of a hue. And from those Pallava-like Angulis, Nakha Indu Prabha is coming out. So from Udyan Nakha, so from those Angulis, her nails, moon-like nails are rising, and she is covered by, and those nail is again covered by the Prabha Mandala, luster Mandala. Her nails are shining because of this. Divya Ratnormika Didhiti Stoma Sandhyayamana Anguli Pallava Udyan Nakhendu Prabha Mandale Sannuta Akhandale, one worshipped by Indra himself and one who is of the form of Chit, of consciousness, Rollasat Kundale, the one who has shining earrings, Kundala. Taraka Rajini Kashahara Balismera Charustana Bhoga Bharana Madhyavalli Valicheda Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Sandarshitakara Saundarya Ratnakare Vallaki Bhritkare Kinkara Shrikare Taraka Rajini Kashahara Valismera Charustana Bhoga Bharanaman Madhyavalli Valicheda Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Santarshitakara Saundarya Ratnakare Vallaki Bhritkare Kinkara Shrikare Taraka Rajini Kashahara Valismera Charustana Bhoga Bharanaman Madhyavalli Valicheda Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Santarshitakara Saundarya Ratnakare Vallaki Bhritkare Kinkara Shrikare Kinkara Shrikara. So she is the one who bestows wealth, prosperity, moksha on her kinkaras. So Shrihi can be taken as prosperity, wealth, even the Parameshwarya, which is moksha. Kinkara Shrikare. So the one who bestows the best on her devotees, Kinkara devotee. Okay. Then Vallaki Bhritkare. So the one who is having veena on her. So she's playing the veena, Vallaki. Vallaki Vadana Prakriya Lola. We saw this pada earlier. So Saundarya Ratnakare. So she is the very ocean of beauty. Okay. Saundarya Ratnakara. She herself is the ocean of charm, ocean of grace, ocean of beauty. Then this Saundarya is Sandarshitakara Saundarya. So this Saundarya is is exhibited by some form. Okay? Sandarshita Akara Saundarya. So she is, see, something is Saundarya. Okay, something is the beauty. So what is that beauty? Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Sandarshitakara Saundarya. So this Saundarya is of the form of Vichi Samudyat Samullasa. So there is a certain Ullasa, Samullasa, there is a certain Ullasa, can be delight, exhilaration, excitation. So which is generated by Vichi, which is generated by waves. Okay. So Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Sandarshita Akara Saundarya Ratnakara. So she is an ocean. Okay. And that ocean is displaying something. Give me a moment, please. Oh, battery. Give me a moment, please. I'm sorry. So I'm audible in this. So Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Sandarshitakara Saundarya. So this Saundarya is of the form of the Ullasa, of the Ananda that is coming from the waves. Okay. Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Sandarshita Akara Saundarya. So that is the beauty. So the beauty is basically the delight that is generated by the waves. Waves of what? Madhyavalli Valicheda Vichi. So her creeper-like Madhya Bhaga, so her waist is like a creeper. Valli, it is extremely tender and thin. Okay? So this Madhyavalli, and that her waist has 3 folds. Okay, Vali Cheda. So her waist has 3 folds. Okay, and those folds. Okay, of course, 3 is not mentioned here, but there is a famous nama in the Lalita Sahasranama, like Pattabandha Valitraya. Okay, so the folds that one can see on her waist resemble the waves, and those waves generate a certain delight, and that is the Saundarya basically. That is the Saundarya that she is exhibiting, and this, that is the beauty, ocean of beauty. So she is an ocean of beauty. Beauty of what? Beauty of this form. Beauty of this display of delight that is coming from her Madhyavalli Valichera, by the folds that can, by the waves of folds observed on her waist. Yeah. And now, this Madhya again is Bhara Anaman. It is bent. Okay, it is bent because there is a bhara on the top, and that is why there are 3, that is why one can see folds on her waist. Okay, this bhara is due to the bhara of what? Due to the stana abhoga, due to the fullness of her breasts. Stana abhoga, abhoga is fullness. Okay, they are full, and due to the weight of her full breasts, the waist is, it is, there is a weight on top of it, and hence there are 3 folds that appear on her waist, and they seem to be like waves on the ocean of her beauty. Now, Stana Abhoga Bhara Anaman Madhyavalli Valicheda Vichi Samudyat Samullasa Sandarshita Akara Saundarya Ratnakara. Again, there are further Visheshanas to her, Stana Abhoga. How is it? It is Charu, charming, beautiful. Smera, smera here means, smera refers to smile, but here smera refers to something that is expanded, large. Okay, so her large, fine bosom. Smera charu stana abhoga. And then, how is it again? It is Taraka Rajini Kasha Haravali. So it is, so she has also adorned herself with haravali, with necklaces that resemble Taraka Raji, that resemble groups of stars. So the gemstones that are studded on her necklace. Nikasha means similar to, like, Iva. Yeah. So Taraka Raji Riva. So Taraka Raji, Taraka Samuha Nikasha Haravali. Smera Charu Stanabhoga. And so this Stanabhoga is adorned with Haravali, and it is large, it is beautiful, and due to its fullness there is a bhara, and because of that Anaman Madhyavalli, and because of that her Madhyavalli is bent, and because of that there is a Valicheda, there are folds that are that appear on her waist, and they appear like waves. And from those waves come a certain delight and Sandarshita Akara Saundarya. So this delight Akara is displayed. Okay, Sandarshita Akara Saundarya Ratnakara. And she is of the form, or she is the ocean of this beauty that is displaying the delight of her Valicheda Vichi. It's clear. Oh. Let me take the questions that are there in the question box. To get Kadamba tree. Sorry, this maybe somebody wants. So whoever mentioned about Kadamba tree in the last class, somebody wants an address. So please look into the question box. What will be Vibhravatta? I can't understand the questions. I can't understand the question. Prolasad. Prolasad, yes, it comes from las. Okay. Again, vibhrat. Okay. Again, it is a verb. volume is very low. I'm sorry, I did not see this earlier. I hope others did not have a problem. Vichi is wave. Okay. Nikasha. Nikasha is like. So Nalika Nikasha. Nalika Nikasha means like a lotus, similar to a lotus. Nikasha. So Taraka Raji Nikasha. So like Taraka Raji, like the group of stars. Yeah. Didhiti. Didhiti refers to Kantihi, rays, yeah, luster, shine. Stoma. Stoma refers to group, multitude, heap. Okay. Stoma. Then what will be Pallavidhyana? Pallavidhyana, I'm sorry, Sudhaji, I'm not able to understand your question. Sandhyayamana Anguli. Yes, Sandhyayamana is Anguli that is made like Sandhya. Sandhya is twilight, right? So Anguli, which is appearing like Sandhya, means that so that the Angulis that have been turned into the hue that one can see in the twilight time. So the ones, so the Anguli that has been turned crimson color into crimson or pinkish color, right? Sannuta Akhandala. Akhandalaha Indraha. Akhandalena Sannuta. So the one who is worshipped by so the one who is worshipped by Akhandala, one who is worshipped by Indra. There is another interesting Ganeshji. Taraka Rajivichi. There seems to be an overall metaphor. She is like an ocean of beauty with waves upon which the stars reflect. Okay. But Taraka Raji Nikasha Haravali Smera Charustana Bhoga Bhara Naman. But then there is no, I cannot find any pada here that seems to say that the Tarakas are reflecting on the ocean. Of course, one can imagine like that. Taraka Raji Nikasha Haravali Smera. So this Haravali I have taken as a Visheshana for the Sthana only. Okay, so the Sthana is decked, adorned with Haravali, and because of that, and the Sthana is also Smera and Charu, and then due to its Bhara, the Madhya Bhaga is Anaman, as it is not able to bear the weight, and hence there is a Valicheda. Then, so those Valicheda appear like waves, and this is how I have understood it, but you can explain it in other ways. I'll be happy to. Venkateshwara Mahoday. Yes, you may unmute yourself. Venkateshwara Mahoday, am I audible? I don't think he is there. Okay. Subha Mahoday. Yes, am I audible? Hello.
I cannot unmute.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Now, I have two questions on this last one. Ratnakara means ocean?
Yes.
Okay. So I thought it was, Ratna is some kind of a gem. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Ratna Akara. Akara is like a repository of gems. So one can find all sorts of gems in the ocean. So the Samudra is called Ratnakara.
And in the second shloka, Divya Ratna Prabha Bandhu Rachanna Haradi. In that, what is the Bandhura? You said the Bandhu means like multitude, right?
No. Bandhura. No. Bandhura is beautiful.
Beautiful. What is Channa?
Channa is decked. Okay, so she is, Channa means actually to be covered with something. Yeah. Okay. So Divya Ratna Prabha Bandhura Channa Hara. So her hara is covered with beauty. Is so because of the beauty of the luster that is coming out of the fine gems that are decked there. So it means to be covered in beauty. So Bandhura Channa. Channa means to cover something.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anshu Gupta Mahodaya. Anshu Gupta Mahodaya. You may unmute yourself. It's not there. Arun Kumar Mahodaya.
Can you hear me, madam?
Yes.
Ma'am, Sandarshita, I want to know the Prakriti and Pratyaya, madam.
Sandarshita means something that which is showed, that which is displayed. Okay. So this Saundarya is of Sandarshita Akara Saundarya. So she is displaying the beauty of some form. Okay. And what is that Akara?
Means displaying.
Yeah, Sandarshita means to display something.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Chitra Mahoday.
The same. I have been asking this question right from the first class. I am not able to unmute. So you are only going to allow me to unmute, is it? Whenever it is required.
Yes.
And where from can I now download the Shyamaladandakam with meanings? Especially if I can get it in Tamil, it will be helpful.
I think I mentioned in the first class that I do not know. Probably there are a couple of websites that that give the meaning. And I googled for it. I think you can Google for Shyamaladandakam with English translation. I think you'll get 1 or 2 links that give the meaning. But as far as this class is concerned, I will be uploading the English meaning with Padapadartha at the end of the course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I wanted it in Tamil, or if you can recommend a book.
I am not aware of any in Tamil. In fact, I was actually thinking of giving a meaning in Tamil also, because it is very easy to translate this for me into Tamil rather than doing it in English. So Taraka Rajini Kasha apdiye pannalam. So it would actually be a good exercise to, in fact, try to translate this into Tamil. In fact, you could take it up. I was thinking of it, if I can actually do it and upload it, perhaps. Let me try. I will anyways, because this has been announced as an English class. I will have to do this into English, and I understand, but it would be a very, very useful and nice and easy exercise to translate it into Tamil. But I'm not aware of any book now here. I'm not sure. I have not seen any. In case I come across a book, I'll definitely share.
Okay, dhanyawad.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes,
and I wanted to know, you said that this is the second, so each Dandaka will have many shlokas, is it, in that?
No. So a Dandaka is something that starts with 2 naganas, and you can go on having, up till 999 aksharas are allowed.
Right.
Yeah. So Shyamaladandaka, so although the whole, so if we look at it artha wise, there are a lot of sambodhanas, and finally the poet ends it with namaste, namaste, namaste. That's all. There are a lot of sambodhanas basically. But if you are going to split it, you can think of it as 4 or 5 different dandakas, because there is a new nagana that is starting here in the Dvitiya Dandaka. Right? So we can take it as an end of one dandaka, or one pada of the dandaka can be said to be over, and the new pada is starting. You can take it like that.
Okay. So and then each Dandaka will have different shlokas, because you put 1, 2, 3, because the book I have.
No. They are not shlokas basically, they are just panktis. You can take it as pankti. Lines basically. They are not.
Okay. So each sambodhana you have split it into
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
There are many questions. I'll take just one more question, and then I think we'll have to close. We'll continue with the questions in the next session, probably on Thursday. I'll close the class at 7:40 and see if there are too many questions. I will try to take them. Sharada Mahodaya.
You have sort of answered my question already. I was going to ask the same thing. If the whole thing is
Okay.
one dandakam, there are nagana.
Okay.
How can we take it as one dandakam? So it has to be split
Ah,
wherever the nagana is. Thank you.
yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I think we will close now. I will take the other questions in the next class. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavada.